Zachary wants to do it. Rowan wants to do it. Daniel wants to do it. Emma wants to do it. No, she doesn't want to do it. All right, example number 2 here. It says a square has an area of 10 yards square. What is the length of each side of the square? Barrett, will you help me with this one? Okay, let's do this. First thing, Barrett, I'm going to use this nifty little drawer here that helps me get a square. Okay? Now, that means that all these sides are equal, right? Now, what's the area of this square? It's 10 yards squared, right? Okay. Now, what do I know about squares? All the sides are the same length. Do I know what that length is right now? No. So I'm going to say that this is x and this is x. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, because I don't know what it is. But Barrett, do you agree I do know that they are the same?
Yes.
Okay, so that's why I put x twice. I didn't put a different letter. Okay? Now let me ask you this, Barrett. How do I find the area of a square? What's the formula for finding the area of a square? How do I find the area of a square? Base times height or length times width? Okay, and in this case it would be what? You said the area is equal to base times height, right? Do I know what the area is? 10 yards, right? Do I know what the base is? But I have a letter for it, don't I? What is that letter? X. Do I know what the height is? It's also x. Hey folks, let me ask you something. How can I write this differently? X times x. How can I write that differently? Zachary? X squared, right? A number by itself equals something squared. So 10 is equal to x squared, right? Now I want you to think back to our algebra skills. Whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other to keep the seesaw, to keep it even, don't I? Well, let me ask you something. Do you agree that this unsquares that number? That unsquares it, right? What is the unsquare of x squared? What is that? If I have x squared but then I unsquare it, what's it leave me with, Rowan?
X.
It leaves me with x, and that's what I'm looking for, isn't it? But wait a minute. This is algebra. What does that mean? When I say this is algebra, Elise, I have to do it to the other side too to keep it even. What is the square root of 10? What is that, Moreau?
3.16227776.
Excellent. Now let's do this. Isabella, do you mind if I round it?
Yes.
You do mind?
I mean, no.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. We're going to round it to 2 places since it didn't tell us. So that means I'm going to put my gate around the 6. I'm going to look at the 2, and I don't care about those numbers. Is 2 big enough to get into this house?
Nope.
To go on this ride? No.
It's too short.
There's still only 16 people on that ride. But wait. Am I done, Barrett?
No, you're not.
What do I need to do? It is yards because the side of a square is a length, right? So I don't want to say yard squared, that's area. Okay, so that means that each side is about 3.16 yards long. Now let me ask you this. Will you do something just to check it? Will you square 3.16 and tell me what you get? Just to check it. Vivian, you say you got it. Will you read to me what answer you got? I don't like that. I don't like that. Aiden, what'd you get?
9.9856.
Do you agree that this is close to 10?
Yes.
Right? Why is it not 10? Elise? Because we round it, right? It's not as accurate, but it's close. All right? Great job. Let's look at the next one.